All right, Coach, can you give me some audio tests, please?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, we're good.
The camera is way behind. All right. All right. One more time.
We're working on it.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
No, I got it. Good, Coach. Just the video seems to be lagging a little bit, so.
Yeah, it's freaking me out.
I'll take you off. I'll take you off.
All right. If we're ready for questions, we'll go ahead and get started with Coach Traylor. JJ.
Hey, Jeff, I'm just wondering, how do you keep your guys from getting overconfident headed into this game against Southern Miss?
We just don't get into that very much. I did talk to them about I've already used the don't eat the cheese line earlier in the year, so I couldn't put any more rat traps in their lockers. We've already played that card. There's a lot at stake this week for obvious reasons. We're getting better. We went through an unbelievable 5-game stretch there. Believe it or not, we still maintained our confidence. These kids have a strong belief in our culture. They understand the most important coach in their life is them. They're the ones that got to get up every morning, look in the mirror and brush their own teeth. They know if they've done their very best each day, and that's what it boils down to. We had a great practice today. We're stacking a lot of great days together. When you do that, more times than not, there's a lot of success at the end of that workload.
Do you have any idea what to expect from Southern Miss? This team's been through so much themselves this season.
When you look at their roster, you see a lot of talent. You see a lot of kids that have won a lot of ball games. That's enough there to get your attention. So we know it's not lack of talent. They've got 2 of the better receivers we've seen this season, athletic quarterback, athletic tailback, big, good-looking offensive lineman. Their defense has been playing really good ball. Helping Western Kentucky to 10 points. They're flying around, still giving great effort. So whenever you play a team that's used to winning and they've got a lot of athletes on the field, that's concerning.
Hey, Greg.
Jeff, how did Sincere look getting back on the field today?
He's still not back yet. He has to do some testing and stuff today. He is back, but with just some protocols we got to go through to get him back on the field.
Well, assuming all of that goes smoothly with the season winding down and him having 2 weeks off here, does that change how you manage his workload or think about what you want to do with him?
No, he'll be good to go. He's too much of a veteran, too mature of a kid. He's been in every meeting. One of the beautiful things about what's happened with COVID is nobody misses a meeting anymore because you just zoom them in. So he hasn't missed any football as far as the mental part. He's just missed the physical part. And quite honestly, if anybody probably needed a few days off, it'd probably be Sincere McCormick.
Yeah, I meant that more in a positive way. Like if you need to give him 30 carries or whatever, he's probably fresher now than he would have been a few weeks ago.
Right. And, getting in 2 full days of practice as far as Pat Edwards tomorrow and Thursday will be big. And walk through Friday. He'll be good to go Saturday.
One of the things Frank Harris told us Saturday was that the coaching staff has kind of given him the keys to the offense, was his words, as the year went on. Has he developed more freedom, maybe ability to change things at the line, just as he's had more time in the system? How has that expanded?
Yeah, just exactly what you said. He's been in it longer now. He's got a lot of reps in it. Sees the way people are playing us, getting us to the right play a lot more, getting us out of the wrong play. And he's really growing in that role. we hadn't been together that long. It's just amazing what these kids have done. And I look around at college football, and every first-year coach, I have amazing empathy for them. And I know the group of us that y'all got brought in here, this first year, and it's been tough. It's been tough on everybody, but it's been especially tough on first-year college coaches at their school.
Who's working with the linebackers this week as far as like individual position stuff? How is that being handled?
Zach Brown has been promoted to an on-field coach, so he's handling more duties. And our off-field guys are picking up, some more work in the background. But Zach Brown has been, promoted to handle some duties that he has not been doing.
Okay, anything else for Coach Traylor? All right, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thanks,
God bless. Birds up.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Kyle, I'm going to mess with one thing real fast. I noticed the video started getting a little bit delayed, so there's a different way I can do that. So let me mess with that real fast before we have the next person come in.
Okay, Zoe, just count to 3 real quick. Make sure we can hear you.
Can you test your audio?
I don't think he can hear us, guys. All right, JJ, questions for Lorenzo Dancer?
Hey, Zoe, how's it going?
Going good.
Hey, how did you guys practice today? What was it like out there?
Coaches just came out and basically just told us don't get relaxed because the job is not done. So we're still focused on the goal, and that's to get bowl eligible right now. So that was the whole meaning of the practice.
How do you guys keep from getting overconfident headed into this game?
We just got to keep doing the little things, right? Keep doing what we've been doing all season. Worry about the game at hand and not what's coming down the road. So we're just focused on Southern Miss right now in the game on Saturday. So
You're from Mississippi, right?
yes, sir.
What's it going to be like to go back there and play?
It's gonna be exciting. I wait for this game every year to play Southern Miss, especially to go back home and do it in my home state. And I'm gonna have all my family there. My mom, my grandma, my granddad. All my cousins and relatives. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait to put on the show in front of my family because they don't get to come see me play much. So it's gonna be great.
Okay, Greg.
Lorenzo, what do you expect from the opponent? Is there anything special you have to prepare for against Southern Miss?
No, I expect them to come out, play us better than they played anybody in the past 2 weeks. They had a couple of down games. They just lost to West Kentucky. Their defense played good against West Kentucky. I expect them to come out and try to tempo us, try to get us off guard. Try to get us running from sideline to sideline. I don't expect them to do much different than what been showing on film, but I do expect them to come out and play us better than they have showed on film. So that's what I expect.
You guys have a chance to get your 6th win as a team this week, which would be a pretty significant milestone for the program. Is that a meaningful number for you guys? Is that something you've targeted?
We haven't targeted 6 wins. We actually targeted, to be have more wins than 6, but 6 is the target right now because it's the next one, and it's the next one that'll get us bowl eligible. So we're just focused on number 6 right now. Then next week we'll move on to number 7.
What would it mean for you to be part of a winning season this year after a couple tough years in the program?
It'll mean everything to me, because I've been used to winning my whole football career, and it's been a rough couple of years here at UTSA, not having winning seasons. So I think the work is going to be shown that we put in throughout the years, and we just want to make UTSA fans happy. It's been a rough couple of years, under Frank, and we just want to show that we can do it, and UTSA is on the come up.
Do you guys feed off the idea that expectations for you were low coming into the year? Is that something that you guys talk about?
Yeah, it's been motivation for us all year, not having all conference guys picked to be all conference, with the talent we got in our room. And we use that as motivation to fuel us this year. We went through a rough stretch there in the middle of the season, but we just got to continue to do the little things right, and it's gonna show up at the end. So that's what it's gonna come down to.
Is there any extra level of excitement with this being a first-year staff and thinking about what the program could do in the future, just based on what you've seen in less than a year here?
Yeah, I think it's exciting, for the players and for the staff and the incoming recruits. They're really showing that they can come in and invest in a culture and invest in the players, and build something great at UTSA in San Antonio. That San Antonio could be a big thing for UTSA. Conference USA, UTSA could be on the top of Conference USA in a matter of years. One thing Coach Traylor talked about is not having UTSA players not ever on all preseason all conference. Always having players on the all conference list, and not just expecting a bowl win out of the season, expecting a championship, in the coming seasons. So that's what he's been talking about, and that's what the players at UTSA want to do.
Kind of zooming in more on this week, how did you evaluate the defensive performance against UTEP? Was there anything that stood out when you got to watch it on film?
I think the defensive line could have played a little bit better. We had some plays that we left out there, and but overall, like the past weeks, we've been showing up in the second half. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, we just shut teams out. They can't really run the ball on us, but we came out and said we wanted to stop the run against UTEP because they're a team, they want to run the ball. That's what they do. They average like 200 some yards on the ground. So when we came in last week, we know we had to stop the run and win, and that's what we did. We held them to 70 yards. So that stood out to me, and we caused two fumbles. Rashad caused 2 fumbles, so that was good for the defense. And the offense, exploded on offense. That was great for us to see. They got confidence now rolling into Southern Miss, so it's gonna be good.
And I wanted to ask you about that trend of the second half being stronger than the first half for the defense. It seems like you guys have really come alive after the break. Is there anything that you can point to that has led to that in some of these games?
Yeah, just guys coming out with more excitement than in the first half, but we got to do a better job of that coming out in the first half, the start of the game with that much excitement, because sometimes teams can jump up on us, and sometimes we're not able to overcome that. So we just got to focus on coming out with that much excitement and wanting to dominate teams like that in the first half instead of just doing it in one half. Coach talk about it all the time. So we gotta start, focusing on doing that in the first half.
Was anything different for you against UTEP just because Coach Nix wasn't there? Did that change the dynamic for you guys at all?
Nah, I always said that coaches coach and the players play. So our job as players is to go out there and play. Coach Nix can install the defense, but at the same time, we got to go out there and produce.
Anything else? Sorry. All right. Thanks, Lorenzo.
All right, appreciate it.
Thanks, though.
Frank is going to come tomorrow instead of today. He had to go run an errand, and it'd be too long for him to get back. I don't want to wait that long. So I'm trying to see if Leroy can come by. So we'll give it about 10 more minutes if y'all are not in a hurry.
Works for me. Thanks.